Mario Kart Wii has a strange problem.
The rules suck. People are constantly pushing Mario Kart Wii to its limits. A couple of the limits people most love to push are, how bad can we make a rule, and what is the dumbest way we could enforce it? Take the latest example. Caleb sent me this text of a conversation he had with someone planning on removing all of Sam's world records for immense pause buffering. You mean the runs he set literally 4 to 7 years before the rule was invented? Yes, those runs. Honestly, I think there are a couple of points of blame here, and one is how poorly the rules are worded and kept track of. I mean, the official ruling is buried inside one of the lowest IQ posts ever made on the entire MK Boards forum. Do not read this post, please. Do not read this post if you value your intelligence. Cole mentions there that of course old runs would be grandfathered in, which seems so obvious. It would be like if the legal driving age were changed to 30 and then I was imprisoned for 10 plus years of illegal driving. The person getting the ball rolling on the proposed ban wasn't part of the community when this happened, and I think this leads to the second major point of blame, which is that rule makers in Mario Kart Wii have always been out of touch with the time trial community. Authority is based solely on whoever has access to edit one site on the internet. The pause buffering rule was basically put in place by two dudes, and it turns out it's the same situation here. A couple of guys wanting to remove Sam's old runs and Justin's Rainbow Road times? Justin pauses out of habit during basically every clip glitch he ever attempts, dating all the way back to his early days on Mario's circuit. It's difficult to argue that this pausing gives him an advantage. There's no adjustment he could make that wouldn't yield basically the same results as no pausing at all. It's even less useful on Rainbow Road, where the clip is so QM based anyway. This should be allowed under the current rule, which states, no using the pause/home button to gain a driving related advantage, such as the Peach Gardens flower hop pause buffer technique. This is a decent segue into my next point, which is how badly this rule is written. Driving related advantage? It's so subjective. The Mario Kart Wii community is basically allergic to having a black and white rule. We absolutely love handling things on a case-by-case basis. That's literally the opposite of a rule. Why do we even have a rule? Not to mention how stupid the rule is. We actually banned something that's built into the vanilla game. There's nothing pressing pause lets you do that you can't do already. There are no impossible inputs that it will allow you to perform. The most helpful spot we've ever found is literally just a place where you go from holding right to left, which you can just do in real time. I have to note that I'm referring to the in-game pause button here, which has a cooldown. After you unpause, you are unable to pause again for about 300 milliseconds. The home button is different. It has no cooldown, and it is technically possible to play the game frame by frame using it, although no one has ever successfully exploited this. There will be people who argue, well, if you ban one pause button, you have to ban the other, and that's just not true. They're fundamentally different in their function. I think that it's time we come up with an actual black and white rule. Something like any home button press during a run is not allowed, but any in-game pause button press is. It totally takes any decision making out of it. All subjectivity and ambiguity are removed, and we have a hard and fast rule that's easy to interpret and enforce. So now the final hurdle, which is, how does that actually get done? I'm seriously asking, who do I need to talk to get this put to a vote? Of course we don't have that decided.